composure and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs.
The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Making his first move. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. On the run, it's Davison. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dante Moore finds his target down the middle. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And man, those sting, man. The 3rd down, the money down, your guys got to come through. You had a good play called, receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
And the Ducks will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they can't make the connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Simmons. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful.
Punt, and he's got room. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. He is in! Touchdown, Tigers!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Runs through a tackle. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Here's Moore to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Before this 3rd down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback signaling to his guys. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Missouri's offense heads out and ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Hardy. Not a lot of room, but but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, it's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. As he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quick give. It's Moore. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Making the adjustment. More to throw for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Ducks! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Hardy. Turning it on. The 40. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Austin Simmons, the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Hardy. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Handoff again. Maybe a crease. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of a 2-minute timeout. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Here's Hardy. And he's in. Touchdown, Missouri!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Hope the kicker is okay there. He's in a defenseless and vulnerable position, and you have to protect him.
Number 19, safety kickoff.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Moore. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Oregon. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Simmons on play action. Left side is Lee. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Simmons to throw. Extending the play. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
2nd and long here. They'll give it to Hardy. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. It's a running room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
They'll run it with Hardy. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
On the move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. With a pick 6.
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, and a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. Doesn't get much worse than that.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gators getting a banner day from their stars on the road to pick up victories away from home. That's the mark of a focused team. They now move to 9-0 on the season, one of the best starts in the history of the program. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Throwing more. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Upstairs he's got it. All the way across the 50 into plus territory at 5. Stopped at the 43.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Moore will throw. Caught, it's Johnson.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dante Moore rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Quarterback keeper. There he goes. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Leaves it with the back. Could be an alley. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
and they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Had to get rid of it quickly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Simmons on the play fake. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Lee. They've got him corralled.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Simmons to throw for it on fourth. And here's the third interception of the night. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the option, quarterback Keith. The give. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Throwing Simmons. Turns it upfield. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Look out! Blasted as he lets it go. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Simmons. They're all over him. And he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Lets it go. Finds his man. It's Hardy. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Out wide right, it's Hardy. Oh, what a cut! And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Simmons to the air again. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The give as they work on that clock. Driven back.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Moore to throw. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Quarterback changing the play. Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Under pressure. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. We're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Sends it downfield. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Lee. Off to the races. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side. Is on the field to get this drive going. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moore. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Moore. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible, the defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Final timeout called by the Tigers. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Out wide left, it's Stewart. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Fourth down, Moore. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Simmons. Working. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense ending this ball game. Don't give them any life. Great job forcing the fumble. You already got the lead. You take the ball back with a little bit of time. Nail meet coffin.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.